Well, hello. And as the title says, I'm going to start a more casual playthrough besides my lead pipe challenge. And my Undertaker character, that was a challenge character as well, where I played the game with only the shuffle as a weapon. What was pretty hard since it's very hard to find a shuffle spawn that's of any higher level than 5. So I most of the time basically fought with a level 5 shuffle that... I mean, I was able to boost it with some legendary upgrades, but it really didn't do much damage. And I really used all of the possible things you could do, but if I'm remembering correct, the shuffle doesn't even have any upgrades and is a very slow, I think, two-handed melee weapon. It was still fun though, to smack everyone upside the head with a shuffle. But as said, this time I'm not limiting myself to any weapons, and no worry, I'm still going to keep doing the lead pipe challenge, but I will make a casual character that will be my, I guess, main thing, where as well gonna stream, I guess, when new events and so come out as well. But the sad thing is, all my higher characters that I had at some point, I had on the PlayStation. Since I actually played that game a lot as it released. And I quite like it still to this day, even though it was, especially in the beginning, quite a chunky game that had a lot of problems, but it definitely got better. It still has the Bethesda jank, I would say, but it's way better now than it was at the start. And the good thing is, since I'm not limited in this one, I basically can use one of my favorite weapons from the start, since I'm quite a big fan of the 10mm pistol. Since it's actually quite good. And you now start the game with like a 10mm pistol and I think 500 rounds. What I think makes the game a bit too easy, since the 10mm pistol is quite good, especially in the early game. But yeah, let's make a better looking character than this. That's a decent face to start from, I would say. But not with that style. No, I actually quite like that hairstyle. I don't know, that style quite fits, I have to say. Yeah, I have to say I think that's already quite a good looking character. Then let's look at the makeup we could do. Hmm. Every great character needs at least a little bit of scars, I think. I don't know, but for some reason I, like most of the time, give characters I create in these games like a little bit of scarring. I don't know why, but I think I quite like when a character has some, I guess, like more of a special look to it. I think that fits. But now the hardest part, the name. But since it is a fun thing, I'm going with my own name, I guess. But I guess I'm shortening it to VV. That seems about right, I think. But yeah, no. Let's actually start with giving us the first stat boost. We are definitely shredding it, I have to say. Good, you're well tuned. Then, yeah, I mean, we overslept a couple of years, but it must have been a very hard party. The funny thing is we can even rest more. I like it that all the characters have that deep snore when they sleep. But yeah, sleeping is good so we can get the small XP bonus. I mean, I'm not going to rush anything that much and power level, even though I actually could, but hey horsey. I mean, it's a bit weird that it has the same rusty texture that it would have on the outside world. That's a bit weird, but well, let's get going. But yeah, we have now the well tuned, so we have a better AP regen and we even well rested. So we have 2 hours of plus 5 potion XP. That helps quite a lot. Oh, we can spawn down there because you can like spawn in most of these rooms, I think. But I actually don't know on what that depends on where you spawn. Several hours, I would say several years over here. But yeah, just having a little casual fun today. Even though, like, later I'm going to play another game since I have, like, 2 other games set up. Because, like, a few days ago, if you remember, I played the game The Complex Found Footage, and the same people have an bigger game that's called The Complex Expedition, and I got it and I might going to actually going to play it. And yeah, that's like the OG main mission, don't find the silos with the nukes and secure them, even though you basically just use them to awaken the Scarlet Beast Queen to have the boss fight with her. But yeah, about the complex, the found footage game, even though it was like, it's only around like 40 minutes of gameplay, it got me real good. It probably was one of the best game I played over the last couple of years.
Goodbye. Aloha. Ciao. Arrivederci.
Obviously, we're gonna be a fresh dweller. And I think I'm not fixating completely on one build, but I'm probably going to become a gunslinger and most likely going to fixate on pistols, especially the 10mm, and I think under the pistol things is as well the 10mm submachine gun, I think. where you can get relatively early a quite legendary variant. But yeah, I mean, you basically start the game with over 500 bullets, so it makes that whole thing. And since the 10mm is without any things, is actually a non-automatic weapon for some reason, we even have a bit of a damage modifier.
Oh, Mum! Those young ladies down there.
But yeah, let's keep it slow today.
Alive.
And the other game
They
I
haven't
wanted to
made
talk
any
about what I have set up as well would be
Speak to them.
tabs, so
Verify their
totally accurate
intentions are
battle simulator. Since it's a pretty
I've been keeping watch here.
pretty funny game actually,
People don't always
and
have
I'm
lots of
basically
intentions
following the
about
game
I'm
since
sorry
the
to say it, but it's
I think alpha beta, so I would say like around 2017, I think.
only that they appear to have some vested interest in accessing
So I
the
saw the
vault. One seemed
relatively
quite perturbed
early
when I told her
public
that
builds the
wouldn't
game
be
had
happening.
back then in alpha.
I'm not sure if she believed me. Until quite recently, it's been exceedingly peaceful. I maintained my post.
But yeah, that are just two of the
Out of the vault.
games I
Others
have
reveled in
lined
apparitions
up
of
to,
natural
but
splendor. But very recently, it seems
the
people
one
have
game
come back to
probably going to
Appalachia.
be
Those
another
two
one-part game that I'm going to play in one go.
understand. It's all very concerning. Who knows what they might be up
And yeah, tabs would be probably something that I might even gonna do as a video
to.
format
Yes, but it's been
with a little bit
time.
of
But she was a responsible
shorter
woman.
videos, I would
Sure
say,
she's all right.
because I think most of it fits more into.
Do be careful out there, Mum.
And yeah, about what I always thought fascinating about 476 is that responder here. Because back then you didn't start with any weapons, you could like just grab that pipe pistol. That's not that good. Especially it uses the 38 rounds that aren't that good, so it has low damage. And yeah, the 10mm pistol is a quite fun weapon. And I'm not entirely sure if I want to go the fully automatic or the more single or slower firing part of it. But yeah, it's an amazing weapon, the 10mm. And I even have a golden paint job for it, even though I actually don't know where I got that from. I basically just have it.
Wait, a vault dweller? Hey there!
Oh, nice. I grab it all and oh, that's actually quite handy. So I basically have for the higher level already a 10mm pistol. But most of those things I can't use, so most of them I'm just gonna pick apart later.
Whoa, whoa! Just a friend here, not a threat. Just had some questions for you. You came out of the vault, right? I thought it was empty.
I should did come out of that
Is
vault.
the door still open?
Nah, it's still tight.
got a tip from the Wayward. Heard of the place? New bar down the road. So this guy told us that
After you gave him the last of our caps?
and he said that inside that vault is the, you know, that's where the big one is. Our last chance to turn our lousy luck around. You know, the thing that brought everyone back.
Yeah, that's in a different world.
But
I told you, Lacey. The guy was scamming us.
Technically not,
those are the
but
last of our caps. No, someone has to know something. We're just gonna stick it out until we find them.
Wonderful.
Thanks for answering some questions for us, I suppose. Seems only fair I return the favor. Anything we can answer for you?
it's funny there's
They
That-
sent you out here without a
that
weapon?
thing still a thing
Keep
that's
trying to leave us
possible.
unarmed. Here.
Because that was at the early thing where the Wastelanders update was coming in. That was the
Tell you
way
what I know.
you could get your first
Not
weapon, the
much.
machete.
Someone way to broadcast
But
not to
before
look
that you
back.
only had
Some
that
kind
one
of
pistol
treasure
up
buried in
there.
Appalachia. We don't know what. We don't know
But
where.
a lot changed in the game since
Desperate as they
then,
are, it's
because
meant everyone with a functioning radio is
farther
coming
down the
back
way
to
you
us.
now get attacked by ghouls. Back then there were,
Monsters or no?
I think 3 of that
I think was
small
Gave us
Chinese
a couple of leads to chase
robots
down in exchange for all our money. Up to us now to make something
that
of it.
I hate to fight against, since they're so quick and shanky moving.
Watch yourself out there.
So basically like the... But I think I wanna use the stabby stab knife for a couple of ghouls. Since every adventure should start with a little stabbing. Yeah, there was that. Yeah, that Titan, it's exactly like in the prisons. You just stab him real good. But now I'm going to back to use the 10mm pistol. But one thing about Fallout in general, I kinda never really liked most of the energy weapons, to be honest. I'm not really sure what about them I never really liked, but there are like only, I think, 2 weapons I like ever really wanted to use. And that's basically the Tesla gun, because it's quite a fun weapon. And the laser Gatling. That are, in my opinion, one of the only good laser weapons. The normal laser pistols, I don't know, I just never really liked them that much. I mean, I actually in Fallout 4 never used the Institute guns, so I don't really know about how good they are. Oh, and I almost forgot the Alien Blaster. That I never really used as well, since in most games it has quite limited access to ammo, I think. I mean, obviously the Alien Blaster is a thing that you can get in this game as well. So you can get the plan for it and everything. and for the ammunition. And now, since enemies drop thing you shoot them with, or kill them to be more precise, it might even be useful, since back then the alien blast ammunition was actually quite hard to do, and the damage wasn't even that good, to be honest. Because back then I think it was just kinda hard to pick them, and as you see, like with most weapons you basically can't run out of money now. I mean out of ammo. Since I'm basically currently have more ammo that I'm started with. And I think that's not how it should be in the game, to be honest. Ooh, nice. We already got an upgrade for the 10mm pistol. And yeah, a lot of pipe weapons. But yeah, I might even try to get maybe even try to get that alien blaster. Because I as well know somewhat on where it actually is. I mean, it's been a long time that I tried to get it, but I might as well will do it, since it would be fun to play the game with the alien blaster for a while. Even though but well, I think the alien blaster should classify as a pistol, I think. So I could make an alien blaster gunslinger build. It probably won't be good, but that's nothing I most of the time cared about in that game. But let's look what we... I mean, yeah, I probably actually going to be using VETs quite a bit. I mean, it will be mostly an agility and luck-based build with a bit of perception. And a little bit of charisma, since I'm mostly gonna play solo. Well, probably only gonna play solo. I might as well pick up as soon as it is there the Lone Wanderer perk. Since the higher AP regeneration and the less damage you take is quite effective. But yeah, let's do that thing, even though we don't really get much from it if we do it, but I always was wondering if you could make this weapon work. But I most likely think you actually can't. So then let's craft that. I mean, it gives us a... But for sure we should be looking a bit better than just that boring thing we have here. Yeah, that should work. To make us look fabulous. Yeah, quite charming, I have to say. But yeah, let's have some fun at the railroad.
Lady, I will paint the walls with...
Honey, you picked the wrong time to get a drink.
What are you? Hey! Who the hell are you? Like hell you?
Don't shoot! He's with us! I told you it was gonna end badly. Now I'm hoping you're here to have a drink and play nice. I've had a gun pointed at me more than enough for one day.
I had to.
Huh. Well, not exactly the introduction to the wayward I would have hoped for. Well, sorry about that, darling. First round's on me. Name's Duchess. There's something I could do for you. Your guess is as good as mine, sweetheart. He busted in here saying I needed to turn over the location of some fellow named Crane, who I guess I must have served at some point or another. Since then, a steady stream of miscreants has been making my life irritating. Not exactly good for a budding business. Overseer, huh? So you must be the one. No, I haven't seen her, but I have heard her. My people found a tape she left behind for one of her dwellers at that camp across the way, though it is a bit out of date now. Maybe you're the one she left it for. I'm happy to hand it over. Though, now that we've drifted naturally onto the topic of helping one another, maybe there's something you could do for me in return. Just agreeing to lend us a hand in a little diplomatic intervention.
Sounds good.
See, that boy you put down, he's not the first of his crew to roll in here, but I want him to be the last. Normally, I'd send my people out to clean house, but my muscles run off, so I don't have the bodies to spare right now. But I'm willing to pay good money if you put an end to this for me. So, what do you say? Only seems fair. The details, then. Now, each of these boys came in asking after Crane. I'm thinking we can make that work for us. How would you grab the attention of a bunch of single-minded thugs? Oh, darling. See, as fine as that idea is, you know, I was thinking we could take a different tack. Just give me 1 second.
But yeah, I think next after I'm done talking with her I'm going to
I just want you to know.
head right up to the place for the alien blaster. Even though I have to be higher level for it to use it, so... But yeah, I want to get it anyway.
Got a little system built in that'll make sending out an advertisement and getting this gang's attention a snap. You just need to build it, use the tape it spits out to tell the world you're open for business, and then convince any punks that show up to tell you where their boss is hiding. They did teach you all how to build from schematics up in that vault of yours, didn't they? That's the spirit.
Hey, if you need a refresher, good old Morty Mort can help you out.
What are you on about, Mordecai?
Hey, nah, I'm not bragging or anything, but I've got some tapes that cover that very subject.
Oh, Mort, not the tapes. Well, you find yourself
The
wanting a refresher.
goddamn tapes of
Talk to
Mordecai.
Mort. Of course, you're gonna need materials, but we should have enough lying around to cover you there. Get you together a little care package. Throw some rations in there too, so you don't starve on me. And so you know, you might have to break some of this scrap down for parts. But I can spot you some workbench materials too, since you're doing me such a big one. Who knows?
Yeah,
Maybe you'll
let's
learn something
let's
new.
do that.
Now, you ready to get this show on the road? Hot
Let's
dog.
do it.
Be good to have those dolts off our back at long last. Just make sure, once you find out where they're hiding, that their leader gets the message. The wayward gets left alone.
Oh,
And
he
here,
will get that
I oversee
message.
the tape. Sounds like she set up that camp across the way so her people could get some practice in self-reliance. Probably worth looking into if you think you could use a refresher.
Ooh, we got some caps. So yeah, let's get going at the party. And there we have the legend, Leah D. Pipe. But yeah, it's time to... Because the alien blaster should be somewhere around here. So I'm going to head for that. We're listening to the...
Overseer's log, south of Vault 76. I knew this wasn't going to be the Appalachia I remembered, but... Mutated animals? Haywire bots? No people so far. We have to be ready to rebuild in... what I can confirm is... hostile territory.
Mostly, yeah.
Fortunately, Vault Tech was prepared. You see this? The cooking station, the stash box, the workbenches, all built with the camp. You need a home base out there. The construction and assembly mobile platform is designed to give you one. Just add resources, planning, and a little elbow grease. When you move your camp, everything you've built is stored, ready to be placed back down in the new area. Use this to establish a foothold whenever you're in unfamiliar territory. I've left my camp behind so you can use it. I know I'm breaking my own advice by not taking it with me. But after seeing Appalachia for myself, I need to make sure every resident of 76 has a safe haven they can start with. I'll make do without it. If it's still standing, the town of Flatwoods is further down this road. Find me there.
Yeah, I'm going to ignore the main story for a while, I think. And just having a bit of fun blasting. Yeah, let's look if I even could use the modification I have for the 10mm pistol. Oh. That could come in handy, a bit longer barrel. Yeah, I thought as much that I couldn't do it. And it wouldn't even be that good. A bit melee damage and a bit less recoil. But I made it a bit longer, so I now have a little bit more range for it. But yeah, it's going to be okay, I think. And we have still quite a march to take. But that's okay. I'm most likely just gonna follow the train tracks a bit. Get to a train station. Load off the junk that I'm currently got. Oh, that camp's quite impressive looking. Let's look if I can maybe borrow some water from them. Since sharing is caring. But that we all know. Oh, so most of the camp stuff only loads in when you're level 5, I think. But that's okay. Then let's keep going. I already have the train station on my radar down there. And that's a way you could level a bit too. Since I have anyway to be a bit of a higher level to get the alien blaster, I think for a lot of the weapons it's around level 20 to 30 that you can use them. Like one of my other weapons, I quite like the radium gun, so that's basically just an fancy AK, I think. I'm not here to play, my dear Scorched. I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum. Huh? Oh, I'm blind. Oh, and I think that thing they have had that was the one has around him means that there is a legendary Mothman priest around. I think at least. But yeah, there's that thing with that ammunition. Like, I just use the weapon and more or less get infinite ammo for it. And I personally think that's a bit cheap. But for the alien blaster it's actually good. when I'm using it, so... And I might will make it at a 10mm to one of my main weapons, I think. But yeah, let's get killing. Ooh, a long hunting rifle. Too bad I'm not going to use it. Huh? What? Oh, there he is. Found him. Hello, my friend. Oh, kind of a bullet sponge, not gonna lie. Well, that's, I think, is one of the most shitty legendary effects you could get in the early game. Like, the mutation damage increases only starts to get good, I think, around level 30, when you can get the perks so they don't vanish. That's quite sad. Oh yeah, I could actually scrap my things first, so... But yeah, right, I'm going to grab that caches of the responder before I keep going. Did I saw that was squashed? Or did my eyes play tricks on me? Nope, I'm just going crazy. Once again. But you know, with this stealth, I keep going to the train station. Since I really have to get that things loaded away. That I'm not going to need. Oh, the crease are jeans and jacket. Yeah, that fits. Even though the suit's kinda fancy. I know of someone who hasn't that fancy of a dress up. Since he's a very, very pathetic person. Yeah, that's better. Now I'm light as a feather again. But yeah, let's keep going straight up. It's okay. Nothing special, but then we have the Lone Wanderer. That's definitely of good use. I can already feel my enhanced sprinting power. I'm just in peak human physiological condition with the best hair in the wasteland. Nobody can beat that. Not even a lead pipe. And there we have the Toxic Valley, even though it's still green outside. Oh, and there we have the prison, where someone I know definitely has dropped the soap before. Oh, a mutant. And his floaty friend. Pathetic super mutants. If I'm not entirely mistaken, I just heard a rocket launcher. But yeah, super mutants are quite good if you want to collect hunting rifles, especially in the early levels. Because with that you can, I have to say, kinda solidly get the blends and so for them, since they have quite many. With that you could even make the hunting rifle into a relatively good sniper. I'm just going to ignore that stupid super mutant shooting at me. I don't have the time to deal with those idiots. But yeah, just let's have fun a bit. Since I'm probably going to be playing for a few hours today. Irradiated water, my favorite. How did the game just know that? But yeah, we are quite close to the alien blaster location. And then there you're going to find the things, and I think a notice that tells you where to go to find the plan for the ammunition, I think, and the overall plan on how to craft the alien blaster. Even though it's actually, the alien blaster is, I think since Fallout 4, one of the weaker energy weapons. And
That smile. I think it like you. I know it ugly, but it friend. Human.
what were the super mutants talking about? Yeah, I got some tomahawks to throw. That I'm most likely going to use. Just because. They're useful too. Since they give a bit of leather. Yeah, no, I just have to find the right part of the water. I think, yeah, there it is. But first I will chug a bit of that. But yeah, there we basically got it. The alien blaster, but no rounds and 26 for energy damage for an level 20 weapon is pretty pathetic. I mean, since it only does basically, I think non-boosted, the 10mm pistol would do 15 damage, I think, so the 19 level higher alien blaster only does 11 more damage than a basic 10mm pistol. So that's quite pathetic. But yeah, we got the rusted key, and I think for that we have to go, I think, somewhere around here, I think. Somewhere around there is the place for the... where you can find the plans for the blaster ammunition, I think. And I think the crafting plan for the alien blaster itself. But it's a long time since I did all of that. I think I did all of that like... I have to think like 5 years ago. And as said earlier, the game was quite different back then. To some extent, basically, if you want to see it like that, it was harder back then. Especially in the sense of your inventory space at your camp, or your stash box to be more precise. Because at the now it's 1200 space, but at the beginning of the game it was like 200 or 400, I think. And that was basically a couple of legendary weapons you don't need. And your stash was basically full, and back then you didn't have any option to get rid of it besides just dropping them or directly sell them to another player. Or to a vendor. But they mostly don't give you much caps for that. And yeah, back then basically it was just shit about the inventory space. So it was pretty nice when there was that one exploit.
Some trees are better for firewood, others better for building you a strong home.
I just felt like it. I don't know why. He deserved it. He was talking shit about wood. And we don't have that around here. The only one around here who's talking shit is me. Since I'm the biggest shit talker in town. Oh, Tyler. I'm coming for you, Tyler. And Abraham Ford? Okay, Abraham.
Attempt to acquire a Christmas tree has failed All trees contain highly dangerous
What
levels of
kind of a shit base is that?
a naughty play on this gentle
You look
planet.
hideous.
Oh, oh, oh. Please clear the way. Joy giving and merriment in progress.
Your base is ass. But I'm gladly taking your water. And all your trash. Oh, I'm an asshole. I'm just taking that hard-earned trash of that person. But as said earlier, I deserve it more. Since I got an alien blaster and they don't. Yeah, I think it should be around here. It's interesting that I still have an good enough memory of that game that I remember stuff like this. But then on the other hand, I played that game for a lot back then. But yeah, now I think I just have to find the right of the silos. Yeah, I needed an ID card. What? Yeah, that all is so long ago that I might forgot one of the steps, I think. But I'm not entirely sure about that. Oh! Well, hello. Eat my tomahawks. I just tomahawked that ass to death. What am I seeing? Oh. Well, he was just strolling like down the street and I just murdered him. And that axe that he had wasn't even that shabby. It was quite a good axe. But yeah, I think I have to quickly look up about that alien blaster because I think I forgot some steps about it. Okay, that's actually quite convoluted what you have to do. Okie dokie. I have quite a way to make. Because I have to get somewhere around here, I think. Well. Back to the vault we go. And we will be long on our travels. Yeah, I gotta have a long walk today. Pathetic looking ass guy. Yeah, I would say we go about here, I would say. And then head for White Springs. Head through the train tracks up there. And then walk over there into the mire. That sounds like a good idea, I think. I hope my healing supplies last me that long though. But that's all a thing we will find out soon enough. And what I'm thinking, when I'm hitting level 20 and I kill one with the weapon bashing of the alien blaster, do I still get ammo for it? Because I technically, if I hit level 20 before I get the plan for the ammunition, or do you know the plan for the ammunition? I'm not even sure about it. I might will have to check that later. But for now I'm going to make my way over to some kinda important stuff. But good that I have my good old trusted level 1 10mm pistol around. Without it, the game would be very sad. Another scavenger, another
hour for that food to reach.
opportunity, I would say.
Don't you dare!
It was all an accident. I just slipped with my gun. Happens to the best of us. Yeah, the music is good. Even I could play that, I think. But yeah, I'm probably going to kill everything I come across. Since they all deserve it, this world is mine. And not theirs. It's mine to conquer. Mine alone. You said it's not close enough. But I'm ignoring most of the quests right now on purpose. Because that will just sidetrack my brain. Because I'm easily distracted by such stuff. So I'm just going to keep going and going. I mean, at least I'm not that simple-minded like other people. Oh, oh, there. Oh, we saw. That's the right thing for me. At first it doesn't look that pleasant. So we'll just keep going. My worst enemy is bloat flies. Now we have lots of stuff to cook. It is good to help with the overweightness, since now I can just, if I'm finding it, eat the red stack that gives me 20 carry weight. Probably I'm going to that stupid army thing, grab that thing from the overseer, and in the back I'm going to put away their weapons and stuff so I can keep easier walking and not get overweight that easily.
Overseer's log. Camp McClintock. Maybe I'm going crazy, but it was nice to put on the uniform and play pretend with a bunch of robot drill sergeants. I actually think I learned a thing or two about marksmanship. I wonder, now that I'm in the army, is my official title Overseer Private or Private Overseer?
Oh, and I can finally, before I forget it, modify my
Automated identification systems.
thing since I actually have that. And that just looks cool. Since I mean, look at that beauty. And I'm able to upgrade my armor to a higher level. Since I'm now level 5. And that's quite useful since it's basically doubling my defensive stats.
Oh, hello. Are you here to join up?
And that's for sure pretty useful. And I even can learn a couple of stuff to modify it. Besides the boiled leather, what is the standard thing you can do? And I technically have a couple of paint jobs for it as well. Oh, that's actually quite a good thing I got. Oh, yeah, good. I don't need scope stability right now. So I'm just going to upgrade my armor to the fullest. Since that now, I mean my energy resistance is good at least, my physical resistance not really. Hey, communism is coming. Don't forget that, kids. Don't become a communist. It's not good for you. But I'm going into sudden to the activation of the 3 jukeboxes. Since that gives me a little bit at least of experience and caps, I think. And I killed some of the blood eagles. The blood eagles that basically only exist to have a Raider-like faction you can fight that isn't the Raiders, since the Raiders are an important part of the main quest. And for some reason the Blood Eagles have often a thing for laser weapons somehow. And I actually don't know why. But I mean, I quite like the design of the Blood Eagles. But yeah, against them my armor actually is pretty good since I have good energy resistance. And those idiots only use that energy weapons. So they're basically like not as dangerous robots, to be honest. That motherfucker just burned me. Like, what is your mission? Idiot. Now I'm rich. Now I have over 100 caps. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna use the road to that house, I think, and then I'm going over to White Springs, going to kill some ghouls while I'm going through it. Ooh, some doggos. I really hope that John Wick isn't coming after me now. But yeah, let's keep chilling around Appalachia. And just have a bit fun going around. And blasting some idiots with my pistol. That's obviously now way stronger since it's golden. Why is there a raider thief when there's Squash around here? But yeah, right, there's a legendary Squash and a legendary Mothman guy.
I regret nothing.
Oh, I think I actually got a good weapon. I mean, I just got the legendary 10mm. I mean, it is better than my standard weapon, to be honest. I mean, it's not the ultimate 10mm pistol, but I mean, it heals in reds, so there's that. So I would say that's pretty decent actually. And with healing when in groups. So that thing should heal me with red squids. If I'm understanding it right. That actually might be quite good. Oh no, it's the Chinese. I'm hearing them again. But I think it's quite funny that they're basically just having speaks Chinese. Oh, I think there's another legendary around. There he is. That hit? The heck? And I as well take that, I mean... Less damage from humans. I mean... Yeah, sure. I mean that are right now only Blood Eagles and Raiders, I think, but... I guess it could be worse. Unless I can right now modify my legendary weapon. I'm getting this standard long barrel. And the golden paint. Now we're talking. Oh, 3 stamp packs, pretty nice of them. But then let's keep no longer being distracted. I'm quite burning through my 10mm ammo, to be honest. That's not too good. But I still have my so I technically have still my axe if I have to. So everything's going to be fine, I assume. But if I'm completely honest, it's kind of funny that I myself am actually going out of my way to get the stuff for an energy weapon, even though energy weapons are my least favorite kind of weapons in the game. So that's quite actually weird of me to do, to be honest. And I think the skills I'm going to axe. They're really messed up right now. But I got a pretty good killing in with my That stuff for sure got pretty hectic and I died. But that's okay, I mean I got quite good experience out of it, so... Yeah, let's go into the White Springs. I think there can get maybe some, or at least like putting the stuff away that weighs me down, and then I'm going to go into this direction. But yeah, I even got like 2 new levels there. Might as well.
Ma'am.
At your service, ma'am. Guest security is our priority.
Let's see if I automatically can make the... Oh, I actually can. Well, that's good to know. But I still need 13 levels for it, so... Yeah, that's not going to be that soon. And probably not even today. But the good thing is I can stash away a couple of stuff I don't really need. But yeah, now let's keep going. Since I wanna get into that one damn silo. At least that I wanna achieve today. Because in there I think I get some of the plans about the alien blaster, like the thing that you could use normal energy ammunition. That's like way easier to get and way cheaper too. Even though most of the normal energy weapons would be better than the alien blaster anyway. Since the alien blaster is, as said, since Fallout 4 I think not that good anymore. But I'm going to have lots of running to do today. But yeah, it's a bit of a chill activity. Oh, it's Cram. I mean, I don't have many caps right now, but I still would like to look what... Oh, he sells that wagon. It's basically a legendary weapon that isn't a legendary weapon.
You follow me. You a good friend. Carry my trades. Never go away, Charlie. Me and you always. Charlie and Graham.
Oh,
Graham and
they found the brickwall set that someone else wants. Funny that I found it, but it's... He has some really interesting plans, to be honest. But sadly, I can't use any of it since I don't have the caps for it. Oh, if that certain person would be looking right now, they would get so mad about it. Yo, he says that whole ropes that you can get by the current things. But who the heck would buy those things? I mean, that's most likely a very high level player that doesn't even care about it, I would say. Yes, I thought. It's a player that almost at level 1000, so... that person probably doesn't care one bit about it. don't think there was a loot drop that got done. Okay, or it's just a very weird effect. That can it be too. So then, let's go over there. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, was somewhere back here as like bank robbery before the war, or even is that really fancy submachine gun, and yeah, a couple of safes. Some of them you even can't break into. But I think most of them don't have that good loot actually. Yeah, just a bit of junk basically. What ammunition does the... Yeah, good, I mean it's 25, so I won't be using it anyway, so... That's not too bad that I can't use it. I thought there were low-level ghouls and high-level ghouls together. But that's nothing that should concern me, since I'm just out for getting with the rusted key to a location to get like well, that's not good. So I think there now is only the big robot left. And goddamn level 8 sentry bot. That was a bit too intense for my taste. Anyway, let's keep moving. We got a lot of way to cover. Yoink. But yeah, now we basically follow the way up around here. Okay, I got a level up. I always forget them. Oh, I got a lone wanderer. Okay, I'm going there. And do that. Perfect. Now I have the lone wanderer maxed out. I don't really need one of that things. But what I need is to kill some blood eagles. Because they are leeches on society, like other people are leeches by doing certain stuff. But yeah, I'm slowly seeing how my 10mm pistol is getting less good since it's just level 1. Oh wait, no, that pistol should be... Ah, dang. It's still just level 1 even though it's a 2-star legendary. And we're too thick again. But good that there's that train station over there. But yeah, I Might actually have to switch to a different weapon for a time. Oh. Well. I guess I don't need ammo anymore. That was quite surprising. I don't have much for that. Yeah, I at least now no longer have any ammo problems.
Hey, you down there! Don't be scared. I'm not a ghost. I'm talking to you through the PA system. Hey, you came because you heard me on the radio, right? Here's the deal. We're gonna help each other out. Down with that? Fantastic.
Overseer's Law, top of the world. There's someone in control of this old ski resort, and if I ever find her, I'm gonna wash her mouth out with the first thing vaguely resembling soap I can get my hands